With just over a week before changes to the state's minimum wage were set to take effect, the Senate has reached a bipartisan compromise for what supporters say will save Michigan's tipped wages. Our David Sackrider has been following this story and shows us why one local restaurant owner is not happy with the deal.
While a compromise on the tipped minimum wage is on the table, for business owner Patrick Hingst here at Lightning Rounds in Lapeer, it's just not good enough.
It still increases the minimum wage faster. Under the old thing, it was going to be 2028 where it got to $15 per hour. Now it's 2027, and on top of that, the tip minimum wage is still going to go up over 20% with this compromise. So it's not like this is much of a compromise at all.
We last spoke with Hingst in September when he hosted an event to connect frustrated local business owners with their legislators. 5 months later, he's still upset that an official change has not been passed.
Well, at the end of the day, the whole debate is cynical, because what really matters is the minimum wage and making sure people are always going to be paid up to that. So the tip minimum wage is sort of like a misnomer that distracts from what's really going on. We should look at what people are earning. And here in Michigan, the average full-time servers tend to make around $30 per hour.
Hingst worries that, compromise or not, small business owners like himself are going to disappear due to the rapidly approaching changes.
So our industry has been against the ropes, especially since COVID almost took a lot of us out. And this has been one of the hardest years, 2024, for many of us to survive. I know lots of business owners that are barely hanging on.
On the complete opposite end of the spectrum, One Fair Wage, who brought the original ballot proposal in 2018, actually agrees that this compromise doesn't work, with President Saru Jaraman writing, quote, "This is a blatant pay cut and betrayal of working people, and Michigan workers will remember exactly who stood with them and who sold them out and cut their wages."
And we are very open to having discussions and honest debate about what's actually happening. But when this turns into just a political football where everybody's trying to score points and spike the ball on each other, nobody really wins.
Even though a compromise has been reached on the tipped minimum wage, legislators still have to figure out what to do about the paid sick time law that's set to go into effect on February 21st. That's expected to come next week. In Lapeer, David Sackrider, ABC 12 News.